I grew up in Seattle, the home of Starbucks. And I've known people throughout the years that worked at Starbucks, like a couple executives. And, one of the secrets to a great business, you can be in Seattle, you can be in Shanghai, you can be in Secaucus, Staten Island. It doesn't matter. They look the same. The coffee tastes the same. The service is the same. That's a good business. It's not like you get a Starbucks coffee here, the bean is burnt, and over there it's different. Starbucks, like a good business, is consistent. I remember I moved 15 years ago to Connecticut. I didn't grow up a Patriot fan. And at this time, the Patriots weren't a dynasty. And I started watching New England games every snap. And, I was in that area with New England. And the thing that was always remarkable to me about New England, and I've never seen anything in the NFL like it, it's the same team every week. I could take yesterday's video of that game against Minnesota, put it back 11 years ago. Looks the same. It's the same. It's the same team. No penalties. They don't turn it over. They never fumble. They're very good on third down. They generally have good pass protection, terrific situationally, and they win in Foxborough by about 10. And here we are in December 3rd, week 14, and I'm looking at the box score last night. The second leading wide receiver in the NFL, Adam Thielen, held to 28 yards. Mr. 100 yards, held to 28 yards. At one point, screaming at Bill Belichick because he was so upset. And here's New England averaging 9.7 yards a pass, 7 yards a play, 7 for 14 on third down, and dominated time of possession. They took away Minnesota's great asset, Adam Thielen, got so mad he yelled at the coach, Bill Belichick. It's the same darn team. The only team in the NFL, you could literally tape the tape of yesterday's Vikings game, Viking-Patriot game. Just take the tape of it. 8 years ago, looks the exact same. It's a Starbucks. Doesn't matter what city you go to. A well-run business is a replica of itself over and over and over. You don't want to go to a coffee shop or a burger joint where in one place it's sloppy and a mess, the other place it's pristine and clean. Yesterday was methodical and mundane and meticulous. It was New England. And here it is, December 3rd, and I'm sitting to myself thinking, Houston? Oh, you think they're going to go to Foxborough? They've never won in New England. Pittsburgh can't close out close games. Kansas City's not the same team without Kareem Hunt. And the LA Chargers, that was fun last night. Foxborough, 11 degrees. Trust them? That thing wasn't even in doubt last night. And here's the other thing that's amazing. We get caught up in stars. New England had 9 guys catch a football. 9! They had 7 guys carry the ball. So they had 16 different people catch or carry the football. And I feel when I watch New England play, is I grew up in my life, my childhood was fine, but there was a little chaos. I once had a stepdad get into a fist fight with his brother on Thanksgiving. There was a lot of craziness and divorces in my life, and I've gone to therapists about it for years and years. I don't like a lot of chaos. I get up, I eat the same thing, work out the same time, go to bed the same time. I'm not a big drama guy, not a big fan of drama or dramatic people. And every NFL franchise to me feels like a version of Bitcoin. Like even the good organizations like the Saints had a 3-year drought. The Steelers have had years they're just not, they can't get it together. Even the good organizations, the Packers now are a mess. And here is slow and methodical and meticulous, almost mundane New England. And by the way, let me just throw these out there because this morning I wake up and I look at the AFC and I think, they're going to win the damn thing again. New England's going to win the AFC again. Their drama off season, nipped it in the bud. Here we go. Phillip Rivers, 0 for 7 in his career against Brady. Big Ben, 2 for 8. The franchise for the Texans, 0 for the franchise against him. Andrew Luck's 0 for 6 against him. And Patrick Mahomes is 0 for 1. There are teams and there are people in this league. The Steelers are certainly one of them, almost addicted to drama. Every week there's a story. It's Bitcoin. Oh, my God. Cam Newton, Aaron Rodgers. It's like they're addicted to drama. What is remarkable about New England, and I've never seen anything like it in my life in the National Football League, the consistency, it is the same team every year. It's not just Belichick. Didn't look like that in Cleveland with Belichick. It's not just Brady, because they had it with Matt Castle. They just weren't as good. It is a combination of both. Ownership, coach, quarterback, culture, it's absolutely remarkable. And I look up and down the AFC playoff picture right now, and I'm sorry, but I'm taking New England once again. I think the Chiefs are going to stumble here down the stretch. Their schedule's brutal. The Patriots' schedule in their division's easier. But, I don't have any drama. They got rid of it in the offseason. By October, here we go. Here comes IBM in cleats. Here comes Google in a helmet. Just the same thing. Incredible. Incredible. Let me shift gears to this. Mike McCarthy got fired yesterday. That's weird. Doesn't happen in Green Bay like that. That's pretty strange, right? Like Green Bay is one of those places they take care of their own. They take care of their players. If they have to dismiss somebody, they often don't even fire them. They just move them to a different cubicle. This is kind of a classy, refined organization. Small town takes care of their people. And they just pushed him out middle of the season, right? And by the way, this, of course, means all of Aaron Rodgers' problems are solved. Right? And it was all McCarthy. Okay, because they lost Arizona yesterday. That was all on McCarthy. It should be noted that Aaron now makes $33 million a year. None of the top 6 highest-paid quarterbacks in the league currently lead their division. There's a reason, because you can't afford other good players. Aaron's going to be the highest-paid or second highest-paid guy in this league for several years. Breeze, Ben, Brady take pay cuts. Aaron is not. And so he's going to be forced to play with younger, cheaper players. And Aaron Rodgers does not like younger players. He's a highly cerebral guy who gets worn out from this rookie from, Louisville or this rookie from, Washington State. He gets worn out. By the way, he's had 2 major injuries. And this is what I think is interesting. That everybody's like, well, he just needs Sean McVay. He just needs Matt Nagy. He just needs the next young Sean Payton. Really? You think that a newbie is going to walk into Aaron Rodgers, 36-year-old hotshot coordinator, first-time head coach, is going to walk into Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron's like, oh, here, take my career, go ahead. Hey, it's your team, not mine. No. That's not the way it's going to work. This will always be Aaron's team. For 9 years, all I've been hearing is Aaron can do no wrong. And we got the problem out of here now, Mike McCarthy. So we'll obviously go 15-1, 14-2. But I'll tell you this. You look around the quarterbacks who are really hitting it right now. Goff, Mahomes, Watson, Luck, Breeze, Brady. All of them have very coachable personalities. All of them have an excellent relationship with somebody offensively. Deshaun and Bill O'Brien, Brady and Josh McDaniels, Goff and McVay, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, Drew Brees and Sean Payton, Andrew Luck and Frank Reich. All have a very coachable, amenable personality. All of them have an excellent offensive partner, and this is the rub. Aaron's never had that great offensive partner. Is anybody considered Aaron's not real coachable? And there's a reason all these years in the NFL, he's never had a great partner? Like if it takes this long, you're 10 years into a career and you've never had the perfect partner, maybe it's you. I mean, Goff found a partner immediately. And Drew Brees found a partner immediately. And boy, Tom Brady had multiple guys he worked with immediately. And Joe Montana had a guy immediately. And John Elway, by his second head coach, had a guy he worked with immediately. But folks, I know one thing. Difficult people, the richer they get and the more famous they get, the more difficult they get. Go ask Jimmy Johnson about Marino at the end. Go ask the guys, Brad Childress, who coached Favre at the end. Go ask anybody who coached Jay Cutler at the end. Wealth and fame doesn't make difficult people easier to coach. If after 10 years, you've never had that relationship, that's almost like a guy in his late 40s who's not married. It's not everybody else. Maybe it's him. So you can keep telling me all the issues are solved now with Aaron Rodgers. And what I've said from day one about Aaron, I don't doubt for a second he's Favre Marino level talented, but he's difficult. He is difficult. And the issues will not all be solved for this 35-year-old, twice injured, highly expensive, doesn't want to work with newbies, legendary guy. They're not all going to be solved. I think he'll win a bunch. I think it'll be interesting. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I say over and over, it's great to watch. But if you think everything's solved now, come back in a couple years. It's not. That division's never been tougher. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.